And so
Oh,
yeah,
we're being live streamed?
yeah, just for a few minutes to let because we have actually people that were expecting us to go live. So just for a few minutes, just to make sure it works.
Yeah, hopefully the stuff that I just said recorded and it can, that's a good little way
Yeah,
to.
it's good to know. Um, so
Oh,
yeah,
we're being live streamed?
right now we are. Just for a few minutes to let because we have actually people that were expecting us to go live. So just for a few minutes, just to make sure it works.
Yeah, hopefully the stuff that I just said recorded and it can, that's a good
Okay, there is a little bit of a delay, ladies, and what came up was the part where we like, are we going live? Um, so we are live, finally. We've been trying to go live for quite a minute. We're here for just a few minutes to test it out. We're really kind of trusting, right, ladies? We're trusting our instincts that we are meant to go live with Jackie.
Yeah.
Um, we've got all kinds of little things sneaking up. So we're thinking about you, Jackie. So Jackie had an allergic reaction today, and she's part of this crew, of course. And then how's things going in your camp, Trish?
Oh, we have energy fluctuations going on within the
Oh,
body. But other than that, all things are going great.
How's your
yeah.
mom?
My mom is doing better. She started using castor oil for everything. Castor oil is now her Windex, Michelle. So she had me rub castor oil on her, and she's out and about right now.
Well, that's good to rub on. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
that brings up the memory of drinking.
I
Someone said,
never
if
had
you
to drink
drink,
so.
yes, if you drink this castor oil, you'll give birth faster. And I made the mistake of doing that. And it was so gross that I mixed it
Yeah.
with Apple, which intensified the grossness by 57%. I can remember right now that moment. So,
Yeah.
ew. Okay. Anyway, so it didn't upload, but I know you gotta go. Do you have to leave now, Jolene? So we've had a lot of hiccups. We're gonna go live again, but we're testing. But Jolene did she pulled some cards? Do you have enough time to do it or no?
I think I put them back in the shuffle, but I can
The
express
gist?
what the cards were saying.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
like
so the first card I got was basically death. And to clarify, I got a card that said let go, or letting go. It's time to let go because so I feel like that death card is about releasing all the things, all the blocks, the things that are holding us back. The words that our parents said, stuff like we can't afford this, we don't have enough, right? Those are the things that we need to let go. And I was saying, it's all connected. Money, relationships, all of it is connected. So it could even be stuff about relationships that you need to let go. um but definitely it's a time of letting go. And then I got the bridge. So when we let go, we create a bridge between us and the universe, we or God, we are and whoever you pray to or connect with. Um, so we're creating this bridge between heaven and earth. We're creating that relationship. And then what was the next one I had? Vessel. Okay. So as we connect, we create a vessel within ourselves. It's a womb. We're birthing something new. We now, I think I clarified that with a card. I do not remember what it said. Oh, giving and receiving, giving and receiving. And there was a kangaroo that had a little Joey in its pouch. And that's the thing that we're birthing. It's this little baby that we have growing inside of us. And as we come into that place, we need to come into a place of giving and receiving, not just receiving, not just giving, but giving and receiving, this reciprocal thing going on. Be generous with your time, and people will give you time. Be generous with your love, people will give you love, right? That kind of concept. Same thing with money. So, as we come into this place of reciprocity, that just nurtures those new little Joey in our pouch. Okay. And then I got Alethea, which is representative of the spoken word of God. And as we are birthing new things, as we are manifesting, word is important. The words that we speak life into existence. Just like God said, let there be light, there was light, and creation, okay, whether you believe that or not, we see across the board, words have power and they are creating our new realities. So come into a place. What do you desire? What do you want to speak out? What are you birthing? What are you nurturing? What kind of Joey is growing in your little pouch? So that's a little message I got with my cards.
That's beautiful. And I just typed 333 in the thread because it's literally now 3:34. So we didn't have much time, but I'm getting like, let's use the time that we have.
Yes.
Because that is such a beautiful message. Trish, I know you've been getting lots of stuff for this. So maybe this is just like, maybe we're just doing a preempt. We're doing a little surge before the storm.
Yep.
Oh gosh, that seems very relative. Oh my God. Okay, go. I already know Wonder Twins activate. Go.
Right. One. You feel it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I just want to piggyback off of everything that Jolene said. So I know we touched base on it very loosely in the last one, but if you have a pen and paper handy, or if you're listening to the replay, hit pause, grab something to write with, and without even thinking about how you're going to answer this, just write the first 3 things that come to your mind. So we're going to finish this sentence. Money is what? What comes to your mind? Money is first 3 things. Write that down. And then if you can think about it, what is the first memory that you can go back to regarding money? What is that first memory about money that you can remember? And by the way, we're identifying some of our blocks. So the other thing is, look at how you were in school, in college. How did you perform in math and science? Both of those are dealing with money. Both of those are dealing with numbers. And then like Jolene was talking about, you're going to find a lot of things are related to prosperity, abundance, wealth, your relationships with other people, your relationships with your partner, your relationship with food. All of this is tied into money, can tie into your self-esteem, your self-worth. I know you were talking about relationships, and I actually wrote down one where I recognized that what is that little meme that goes around saying, you didn't see how they were talking about you behind your back. This is coming from God. So I had to remove them for you. And the whole time you're sitting there going, what just happened? So in thinking about relationships at a time where I was making a good, healthy flow of money, I was also in a relationship with a partner whose hand constantly stayed out. And I was there pouring in. That relationship ended, but so did my fabulous job, right?
Right.
So all of these things, they all go hand in hand with each other. So
it's about balance and, like I said, reciprocity. So you weren't having reciprocity in your relationship, and you weren't saying I'm valuable enough to have it.
Exactly.
Right.
And that was going to self-esteem, and that was going to self-worth. Are your emotional needs getting met? Do you care for yourself adequately? A lot of these things play into that. So take all that, go into a journal about it. What can you learn about yourself? Self-reflect. But then how do we turn this around? Now, I want to mention just a few affirmations. I'm trying to watch the time too. But here's my favorite one. I'll save that one for last, actually. So here's some really great affirmations to say to yourself, to practice, put them on Post-it notes in your mirror so you're saying them in the morning. My income, here's number 1. My income is constantly increasing and improving. I am prosperous. I do work that I love and I am paid well for it. I do work that I love and I am paid well for it. Life supplies all of my necessities and then some. Life supplies all of my necessities and then some. My finances reflect my abundant life. And here's the last one. I am ready to create my own story of abundance with money. I am ready to create my own story of abundance with money. Yeah.
Yay, I love that.
I think that is so perfect. And I think that this is actually ending up to be exactly what it's meant to be, because I would like to share what happened a little bit this morning. And it's also what I was meant to share. So look at how it's all kind of like tag teaming and going the way to go. Okay. So way to go, Jolene. Way to start us off. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So basically, earlier this morning, I had a very just kind of like doing my thing, but I had really a knowing that it was time to do some work with some sacred work with Mother Earth. And I was being shown, and it related so much to our discussion that we had recently in our thread related to the sacral chakra, ladies, if you'll recall, which, we talked about on the bigger spectrum for the world, right? So I had this, like, when I was in there, I wasn't really sure, but of course it's coming up now to share, of really kind of like a tsunami energy, which makes sense in that sacral chakra, especially for where we were talking. And it makes sense that these energies are building, especially at this time, as we are right now in the midst of the eclipse energy, okay, of the pre-moon, which is about the emotional body, and how fitting is all of this that's coming through. So basically there's this, I was getting that there are these energies, and actually right before to share that there are these energies that are trying to exploit our emotions to get us to roll in the deep in the emotional body space, okay? And so I was like, oh, I was called to look up define exploit, because that's like a word, right? In itself. So basically we're talking about words matter, right? So I was getting, okay, let's look it up. And I was basically chose to share a couple synonyms instead. So a couple synonyms, not cinnamon, but synonym, which is actually so perfect, actually, because it really has a little bit to do with the structure, the foundation. So there's this tsunami of energy coming in to really redo the foundation of the structure. And of course, that's where the ants come in. The ants come marching one by one. Okay. So this is where we're going. And it's like there's this energy that wants to exploit, which means to use, manipulate, impose. This is part of the subconscious scripts, the things that are in that tsunami that are based on the fears, right? On the anxieties, on the stresses, if you will. So we're just going to go with it. So that is so interesting, because I work with attunements and plants, as you know, and I was shared to update. I did some updates in the last couple of weeks with my structures. And so how surprising, called to do them for Mother at this day and time and purpose. And now it all makes sense. I feel really excited about the connection that we're seeing here. Okay. And so basically, there's a structure that comes in through some of my attunements, okay, that I was called to give, that helps to bypass those exploited energies, okay, and they involve black tourmaline and aquamarine and black-eyed Susan and coneflower. So just whatever you know, whatever coming in, just take it, okay, it's for you. And then also in tandem, some other ones, just some updates. So everyone who's working on this sacred structure, so look at how it's kind of like we're forecasting in a lot of different ways. But all you builders out there, are you resonating with this? Have you been going back to edit, make little edits? Not that anything was wrong, but it's like an onion, and you went in a layer and you're like, oh, let's connect the dot there, right? So it's just like, it's so beautiful what you're saying, everybody in any way together through it all. And I think that's what we're meant to share today. And I think that we were meant to allow the tsunami to come and to remember. There was a message I shared with these ladies right before we got on that eclipses are like saves in a game, if you will. And we are just at the beginning of this, portal that's opened. It's here for the next 3 days. So we're going to jump back in this portal again. We're going to bring our very powerful friend, Jackie. I got goosebumps. I don't know if you guys do. This feels so powerful. We're going to just kind of like put our energies in that tsunami. Bam. Okay. We're just going to share that with those little energies that are trying to bypass, because I think what we're trying to say as teachers that come together is that, really it's that synergy. Is we've been dealing with these energies, maybe not to classify, but maybe just a little ahead of the curve so that we could come in for some really great ways to assist you to find your way through. So how's that feel? How's that land, Trish?
I love that.
How's that land, Jolene?
Great way to end. I think we're gonna do a quick bam in your face live today, and I think it's what was needed to be said.
You know what? I could feel it, because I was called to create a sacred space, as I do every time for everyone that comes here. And so I'm looking forward to what kind of energies are going to be happening. Last time I saw a bunch of energy dragon eyes lighting up. So that could be, if you joined us last time, if you're feeling this, an awakening of the dragon energy. And how it's awakening is through connection. There is a connection that we're throwing out into that tsunami. We are throwing out that life preserver. Who feels it? We're throwing it out.
Oh, I love that. I love that visual.
I do too. We're throwing that out, and we're excited to get you back. But guess what? The timing's not perfect. We're going to be back. So what do you think, you guys? Want to try for same bat time, same bat place, or should we touch base with Jackie first?
Let's touch with Jackie and see what she says, and
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Decision.
So keep watch, y'all. I think what we did was needed. Anyone have any final thoughts?
I would love for those who grab the journal prompt for the money is blank, if they want to share their experiences, their word, their phrase, whatever comes to mind, and we'll check that out and go through that next time.
Let's do
Sounds
that.
like a good idea, definitely.
Yeah, we do have a couple of people on with us right now, so for sure do that. That sounds like great homework and great way to prepare us for where we're going to be going. And I love that idea. So I was like, oh, you want us to share? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready. And I look forward to hearing what you guys wrote down too.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we've got to let kids got to go get kids. We're on spring break over here, but these two got to go get their lovely kids. Jackie, we're sending you all these healing love. She had an allergic reaction, so everybody send her some love of her highest good, though, only. And we will see you guys in the flip. Remember, this container, this portal of the eclipse is open for the next couple days. There is no rush. It's all meant to be what it's meant to be, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, so over and out. We'll chat with you all very soon. Thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you soon. All right, so